Hello and welcome to Vibra Finance. My name is Lindsay. Today I have Rise to Earn. Let's go, a Coreum Validator, and he's going to talk to you all about that. I'm really excited to learn more. But before we get started, a little hello from Vibra Finance. Our mission is to empower you to use your knowledge and intuition to create a portfolio that works for you, to build the confidence you need to navigate the crypto market, and to feel secure when you're ready to invest into the new financial system. We care. Our investments, we take them personally. We will never present a coin or a project to you that we have not invested in ourselves or done the extensive research we feel is required. At Vibra, we are a team that will take you step by step through the cryptocurrency market with confidence. Being a client of Vibra allows you exclusive access to our community. I am so sorry about that. I completely hit the wrong one. I meant to hit like a little 47-second intro. Welcome.
It's okay. Yeah, we're here. We're here.
Thank you so much for being here today. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, guys. I'm Mark Joseph. I am the CEO of Rize. We are a social networking platform, NFT marketplace, cross-chain bridge, consumer of all things crypto, and just enjoying life.
That sounds like a lot of demand from your side for interoperability. So tell me more about what you guys are up to currently, or where you're going. Tell us all the good stuff.
All right, break this down in a few parts. So just like you have up on the screen here, our Twitter, our NFT marketplace. So Coreum is a new layer 1 blockchain. They also built another ecosystem called Sologenic, which is very highly connected to XRP in terms of partnerships. We saw the technology that Coreum was building and the speed and the efficiency over the past 2 years. And we really wanted to build on something that was fast and efficient and worthwhile for not just our the people that come to us, but any operations that we do. We try to build with Ethereum. We try to build with all these other projects, the gas fees, and just a lot of outrageous stuff that was coming into the space. So we decided to kick off with a NFT marketplace. And for now, we're just going to be doing different art, membership, photography, any type of digital art, because there's a lot of regulation in the United States that wants you to have different licenses for tokenization of real estate and listing other certain projects on your site. So got to really be careful how you dot your I's and cross your T's in this space. We also have there's so many great things to talk about here with our NFT marketplace. Let me see. Can I share my screen with you here?
I believe you can.
It's a little bit. This one's a little bit new for me. Let me see here. Preset. Leave studio. Yeah, I don't know how to share my screen.
Hit present.
Present.
And then
there, I see it. Share screen. Don't show tip. See, I definitely don't got it all figured out, but I got something figured out. There we go. Share.
I mean, if we had it all figured out, man.
Oh man, that's the truth.
There we go.
Now do you just see my screen now?
I see the inside of StreamYard for some reason. I see that's what the back end of it StreamYard looks like for me, guys. Or his StreamYard looks like. We see the backyard of the green room.
I don't know how to. Sorry.
If you go, I was gonna say, if you go to under stop screen there. Yeah.
Screen.
And then go back to present and then share screen. And then you'll see, do you have a monitor with you? Are you working with a monitor or another,
I could probably just do.
a window?
No, it just says entire screen, and if I click it,
I was going to say, if you click the entire screen, it should show you one of the screens that you're working with. And if you'd like to, you can, there's no option for window up at the top.
yeah, I just saw a window. There we go.
All right, perfect.
Just waiting for it to pop up now. Okay.
There we go. Kind
No,
of.
it's doing
Maybe not.
that thing again. Okay. What if I?
Here, I'll take you down I'll take you down while you do your work. So thanks for everybody for tuning in. I don't know who else who was out there in the chat, but hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. We're having some technical difficulties, and that's okay because that's what we're here for today. We're here to learn and grow and unite and build, right?
Yes, ma'am. Can you see that?
Yeah, that looks good. All right. Ooh, nice.
Okay, so I had to do it tab by tab. It wouldn't let me do anything, share a whole screen or anything like that. So that was pretty interesting. But at least we're here. So this is our site. We are live on beta launch right now. There is about 100 users that have been toying around with our site, really feeling things through. I'm just going to give you a little idea of a walkthrough how it works, just to check things out here. So when you would come onto our site, we have multiple blockchains available from Coreum, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and Avalanche. That's what we're going to launch our initial launch with, and possibly XRP. Over the first month, we should have all of these available. We already have all of the contracts wrote out for the rest of these chains. We are just, it's a little bit of an integration process. So today we're going to focus on Coreum. So you would come on and you would click your chain, wallet connect. We wanted to really keep some options available. These are some of the top Cosmo wallets. Also, if you don't like to have wallet extensions on your computer and you just want to use it from your phone or another device, there's this cool wallet connect feature. It'll just give you a QR code and you can scan that instead. So today we're going to connect our Kepler, approve it. This gives you a little walkthrough of how the marketplace works if you'd like to check that out. And we're going to go to my collections. And so right now we have these NFTs that we're creating, which I'm pretty stoked about. This has been a long time coming. Some people's computers might not show these that well because these are very high quality images. It might not look like it on this screen yet because I put a lower quality image. They are fully 3D and AR interoperable assets. I know that's a lot of words right there, but you can use this in any ecosystem. Say you like to play Halo, you can literally upload this AR character and be this crazy floating orb shooting guns at people if that's what you like to do, or you want to just be this as a character in something. But these have a lot bigger purpose than just shooting guns and doing that. They're actually meant for people's health. They're meditative objects that have AI built into them with over 400 of the world's top therapists. And the therapists are ones that do not recommend pharmaceuticals. They're more of a holistic approach and using many different methods of ways to just help people open their mind and heart. So I can only say that much about them for now. There's a lot of really cool things being built with them. They are called Stellaforms. We are only offering 100 of them to our to whoever picks them up first. I don't have the floor price displayed yet because I'm listing them this week actually. Right now, they are trading at $2,000 a piece. Every time that we sell one, we increase the price a little bit. And probably by the time it's done, they'll probably be about $10,000 a piece, somewhere in that ballpark. They do provide many parts of utility for our ecosystem. I can't discuss that because it's against the Security and Exchange Commission rules. So, yeah, if maybe you know a friend that has one, or maybe you could kind of put your own pieces and ideas together. This is not financial advice. I also have to say that, but they're going to be pretty cool pieces. And these also give you a whitelist for another part of a project that's being built. The company that built these also is they're partnered with NASA, and they do all of NASA's AR, VR. They have a lot of government contracts, and they're really there's just so many great things coming. I can go on for days about these, but I like to be able to show you more of the platform. So let me do some of that.
I'm
So when
like,
you get
well, I have so many questions. I'm like, it's a 3D AR asset, which you're right, that is a lot of words. Can you just remind me what AR stands for?
alternative reality. So
Thank you.
if
That's what I thought. I just didn't. I
yeah,
wanted to.
no worries. So like this you can kind of see how this background's a little grainy and it's kind of greenish.
Mhm.
Again, this is a very low quality video. If I scroll down to one of the NFTs that I partially minted, this is a little bit different view. This gives you an idea of some of the other colors and spectrums in there. The outer ring is called the body. Then you have the mind, and then you have the soul. And then if we click on zoom, you can see like now it's actually going to show you the 3D asset itself. And they take some time to load. This is a little loading symbol, and here's a loading bar. So this is a very new computer. I literally, everybody, my computer ate just dust this week, and I had to go ahead and buy a new one. So I'm operating on a brand new computer, and yeah, it's been a crazy week with the tech space. But once this loads, I can show you a little bit more of what it means to have like a 3D AR asset. An
Oh, that's
AR
okay.
asset. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
No. Go ahead, please.
Okay, the AR asset is something like Pokemon Go. Remember, like you hold your phone up and then you can go hunt the Pokemon down or something, right? It's like, okay, that's cool for one thing, but what about actually using AR and hunting down real world assets? I have another company that is working with holding artifacts from all over the world, and they place these artifacts in the alternative reality. And you pay a small membership fee, and then you can go hunt these artifacts down. And if you find them, then you get this real artifact shipped to you. And that could be a $500 gold coin from a shipwreck. That could be some crazy trophy, a spearhead from ancient Egypt, like all type of really cool artifacts. And you use that via AR. So it really turns the world into a very interesting game. And then, wow, these do take a while to load. That's
Well, I'm glad that we're seeing this so that users won't be alarmed. It does, it's good to
yeah,
know.
yeah, they do. Yeah, they can take a while. I even have it set up. So there's another thing called a CDN, and that's a network that lets you, if you're all the way over here in this country and we're over here in this country, the data can take a while to go from point A to point B. So we use another one that helps, it reads your IP address and it'll let the data displace very close. So yeah, here's another little example of like a little bit better idea of quality and then how these things look. How's my screen?
Wow. I mean, from like the small, like the box that they give us on YouTube here is kind of small on StreamYard, but you can see the
Yeah,
quality and the details, and it's really neat.
yeah. There you go. There's some more. Everything is lighting based too, and there's not very many. what's really cool is on any type of AR screen, you can literally wear a pair of AR glasses, zoom this out, and then stand inside the center of it, and that's the only thing that you can see. You're inside the center of this huge rotating floating sphere that's also your friend, that is your therapist, that guides you through meditative processes, and it's programmed to help you self-develop. It's very beautiful. I can't say too much more than that. That's
Okay.
about as much
All right.
that's as much as I can give you on that, because yeah, we just got to keep a little window there. But yeah, so when you own this asset, you'll also receive what's called a string of DNA for the asset, which is just when the other site goes live for these, then you'll have access to whitelists and other opportunities that are really, really, really cool and beneficial to not just yourself, but some other people you know. I chose a little water background for this one, but there's there's definitely some cool things coming there. So these will be listing this week. There's already about 30 of them sold, maybe somewhere between 25 and 35. I don't remember the exact number. And that's where we're at, is about $2,000 a piece. And again, the numbers go up for each one sold, and there's only going to be 100 available. When all of the money from these goes into an escrow account. That escrow account is what provides to the Rize ecosystem as a whole. So we have a few other pages on here. We have the marketplace, which will just be our NFT marketplace. Some of these you can click them and they're not going to be active yet. You have locking, which is like staking. We have a bridge. That's our first bridge, but well, not even our first bridge, but the crypto space as a whole, first bridge between Cosmos and XRP. Cosmos offers a lot of really good staking rewards from all these different projects, but not all of them are going to succeed. Some of them are just projects that fail because they don't have a team that really sticks behind it, or they weren't part of anything good. But they do offer a lot of airdrops on Cosmos, so you get a lot of free money in essence. So I'd say take some of that, convert it from Cosmos, and then convert it over to other XRP assets that you like, or vice versa. Hey, you know what? I got some airdrops from XRP because XRP has been doing a lot of airdrops. So let me convert something to another asset I like between one of those chains. We charge a 1% fee. That 1% fee also goes back into our escrow. So that escrow rewards our ecosystem. The escrow sends money to our other section here. It's our learn to earn section. That is under its beta testing right now. Everything's looking really good. So super stoked about that. You'll be able to come on and listen to self-development podcast. Those will be vetted by our users, and the self-development podcast, anything to uplift yourself as a human. That's the idea of our name is Rize. Our symbol is rising up, and then also keeping in tune with nature, not just falling into this digital AR space, but like, how can we make the future really coexist? And so the learn to earn section, again, before I get off track with that, this is really great. I love it for the fact of you can come on, listen to these other podcasts, also learn about some crypto stuff. You can come. I think there's a few other ones that do. I think like OpenSea has a little one, maybe some of the other exchanges. But again, we're a fully decentralized exchange. All of our stuff's already pre-built smart contracts. We don't custody any of your assets. We're not here to collect crazy fees from you and rob you. All of the fees that are generated, they go back into the escrow and they feed the ecosystem. They pay the people that come on and are willing to learn and better their life. They come on and they reward all the users throughout the ecosystem. Coming onto our site is pretty easy to create a collection. You come on, you hit create. You go into profile, you go to my collections, and then you hit the create collection button. You upload an image, you upload a banner. We do have upgradable features, which are coming very soon. Instead of just having a regular banner, you can do it like the banner that I showed you here, where it's a little video banner instead, which will look pretty sweet for some people's stuff, or you can use them like GIFs. And then we have a lot of other customizable profile features coming. We have, quite a few. I'm really stoked about those. I'll go over those in a second. Pretty other simple details: collection name. You set your sell price. The sell price for now is going to be in 2 tokens, whatever chain that you pick. So Coreum and then Rize token, Ethereum Rize token, Binance Rize token, Polygon Rize token, etc. Then you set your category. We have a description box, which is nice, that you can set something so all the words don't just look jumbled together in your description. You can separate them, add some boldness, add a little bit of character to your style. Nice. You can set up to 10 different royalty wallets. And we added this for a couple people because they were asking about it. It's custom terms and conditions. Some companies that offer memberships, or they offer royalties, technically you're not supposed to offer something like that without some sort of good disclosure. So we have very good terms and conditions set down here. You can read through those. Before you use our site, you will have to approve these 2, and it's pretty standard policy. Make sure you thoroughly read and understand them. It's just saying we are a third-party site. We are used as just a hub that you can operate and connect with many other people. We don't hold your funds. We don't do anything with that. We don't even hold your assets. All of your assets are on the blockchain. That's it. The blockchain would be responsible for any of your things. And I believe they have disclosures that saying you are responsible for your things, because once the blockchain is up and running, it's not changeable unless it's voted on by some sort of consensus. So these were necessary for a few projects. If you launch something that, say you launch an NFT project with us and you're offering 10 or 20% back to the community, then you would have to fill out something like this and either claim or deny any liabilities, the whole terms and conditions, which we can have our team help you go through some of that and make sure that you're doing things that are up to par with the regulatory regulatory states and other things like that you'd like to issue your assets in. We have schema properties, which is pretty standard. You can click that. You can add if you have different color hats or eyeballs or whatever, you can add those if you would like to add them as different types of properties. This is a little bit more for probably your developers or coders to help you get that stuff set up. We also do have, this is just for single mint NFTs or smaller collections. We do have a bulk minting area. You would have to reach out to us for that to help you get set up and be able to do random mint, bulk mint, and help you maybe do a little bit of advertising, sort of like an IDO launch pad, but a little bit more simple than that. And then what else we got? There's not really very many NFTs on the site yet because everything is private. I just wanted to show you that one that was available. And the last couple things, I'm sure you got a few questions for me here. We have a watch list that you can set up and you can watch other collections to see like if they're going to be releasing something. I know some collections that want to release a couple, and then like you have to be paying attention if you want to get their next drop, because maybe they're doing a collection of 5 NFTs and they drop one this month and like the next one's a random drop. But if you are able to pay attention, you collect all 5 drops, then you are going to get XYZ or get this or get that, but you have to. So this makes it nice for people that want to launch other things with watch list. Another create tab, activity log. This will show all your activity, which is really nice for either tax purposes. In the long run, you'll have an easy uploadable CSV file of your activities. Our tutorial, light mode, dark mode, pretty standard on a lot of sites. I prefer dark mode. And then we have, which is, there it is. We also have direct messaging, which is pretty cool. These are, as long as you know your user's name, you can type in your user's name, and then you guys can start having a direct chat with each other. Maybe you like somebody else's NFT, so you go ahead and click on that NFT, and then you can message them directly about it if they don't have it listed for sale. And maybe you guys can work out a deal somehow in the background. I don't recommend selling to anybody in the background because somebody always has to send something before the other person. So I would still recommend using our site for the transfer, but at least you have somewhere now you can haggle in the background. And before I forget, it's probably not going to do it right now because it's not listed, but right up here on our listing page, actually, let me see. Let me just go to Rize, view all. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to show anymore. That's good. I'm kind of glad it doesn't show anymore because I don't want to put in any other projects ahead. But on this NFT, you will see a little message button up here and a comment button. All of the NFTs have comments and likes, just like Instagram. So it's nice if people want to praise something, if people want to say something that they don't like about it. It's an open source place. If your feelings get hurt, I'd probably recommend going somewhere else. We do have a not safe for work NFT, which you can list whatever you like, but it will blur them out. If something does break some sort of law in some sort of way, we do have clauses that handle all of those things. We're not here to report or prevent freedom of speech. That will be all about the community that's in the space. And again, if you're listing something that's breaking the law and doing that, we won't show it here. It'll still be on your profile, but I hope that you do something that's more respectful on our site and then use things that aren't showing harm to other people. We're here to lift people up, not bring people down. Okay, you want to go for a minute?
I mean, honestly, thank you for sharing all of that. I know that there's a lot of things that you can tell us that you couldn't tell us. So thank you for delicately putting all of that. I appreciate it because especially when you're in this stage where you're developing and you're creating, it's sometimes sometimes you don't want to share. Sometimes you don't want to share too much information, but you just want to give them enough to give them a sneak peek. And really looking at the limited supply of the NFT and then all of I call those utilities. Like for me in real life, like having a place where or even having an NFT that is beautiful and has many, many different kinds of functions. To me, that is something that speaks well. I can give that to a friend as a gift, and maybe somebody is going through a bit of a hard time. Like our toes are in the water of tough times ahead, right? So handing somebody a gift like that and then giving them a fully you've created a playground essentially. We have a place where we can come in and we can create, we can come in and we can communicate. And I like the interoperability. I like the sense of community. And I also like the sense of, we're getting like Web3 is what it's supposed to is right now. Web3 is what Web2 should have been. And I really hope that we can sustain and maintain that, that interoperability, like in moving forward with more like autonomy and holding more of our own on that one. So thank you for providing a place where we can do all those things. And I love that you have it set up so that the users can come in. It looks very user friendly, which for me, not financial advice or something, speaking of that, is for me, that's what I want to see. I want to see a place where people are going to want to come in and spend some time. And I just saw that. I saw a social aspect. I saw an interesting aspect. But like, of course, like we're all here to participate, and for many different reasons. Some are different than others, but let's just say if you're participating in a market where people are going to want to spend a long time, or a place where people are going to want to spend a lot of time doing many different things, that could be an interesting opportunity in the future. So that's awesome. Thank you for creating such. How long have you guys been working on this?
About almost 2 years, right when I heard about Coreum and I read their first release of their white paper. I was like, wow, this looks good. Let me see how I could put some people together and make this happen. I have no clue what I'm doing. it's been a it's been a hell of a journey, and I'm glad that I jumped on the train. I've been in blockchain for almost 6 years, mainly just learning the hard way, also buying the meme coins, paying attention to the mainstream news, and doing all the things that you shouldn't do. And I really wanted to build something that really gave back. I've put almost all of my earnings over the last few years into this project, and a lot of them even at a loss because we've been in such a bear market because the controlled corruption that's been going on in the market. Um, there's definitely a lot of bad actors in this space that are purposely in the space to cause the problem because they want the control in the long run. So we wanted to help keep some of that freedom in the space by offering some of the things that we're offering, especially the decentralization of the marketplace, the messaging. Also with the messaging, you can delete your messages on both ends whenever you like. It's like we don't, or that data is logged no more than 30 days. You can ask all your data to be deleted. You don't have to tie your name to your account. Like, we're trying to keep some anonymity for people also, because everybody else just wants to collect your data. We don't collect any of your data. We don't sell that. We don't do any of that stuff. It's we want people to feel like they have a safe place to come and connect with others a little bit. And the building was from my other business background. I've started my first company when I was 17 years old. It was a boat cleaning company, and just super easy, fun kind, jumping in the water, scrubbing boats, got to hang out on all these beautiful yachts and meet all these awesome people and do all these different things. And then it was like, oh, I want to do this one. And just really always driving myself into business. I ran a home improvement company for almost 20 years, and I decided to take everything I made and put it into the blockchain space and really see something grow, and find developers, find good developers, find bad developers. Been going through some of that lately. A lot of people talk a good talk, and then when it comes to the space, there's a lot of failures, but those are really what give us the drive and direction to keep on moving and not giving up. And yeah, I'm super excited to say that we're launching our first project this week. I believe I did just post that on the Twitter account. You have that up there.
I have the,
It's,
see, what
there it
hour?
is. Yeah, yeah, right there. So that is the Coreum homies.
Coreum
Block.
Homie.
I mean the blockchain homies. They're
Blockchain Homie, there we go.
yeah, they are. There's a few people that want to mint Coreum NFTs on like Sologenic and that, just because Solo is, the same people that own Coreum, and they just want to support the community ecosystem like that. And they'll be coming back to list their NFTs with us because, well, Sologenic doesn't mint Coreum NFTs. So I recommend anybody that wants to mint some Coreum NFTs, reach out to us. We'll work with you. We'll help you get some things set up and, make sure that you have a successful launch. We don't have a lot of people, of course, yet, but when people start seeing our site and seeing how interoperable we are, and the fact that we have already 5 blockchains available, when we have 10 or 15 blockchains available within the next month or so, that means that 10 or 15 blockchains will be able to see your NFT. So you're not just offering your NFT to one blockchain, one community. You're able to offer it to all these communities. So more eyes is more community. And if it's a company that's about profits and distributing profits to its holders, there's some other good things. And then we'll help you make sure that you have some regulatory compliance with your NFT. Because as you said a moment ago, Lindsay, it's like, yes, utility NFTs are awesome. I own a couple thousand different NFTs. I own different land and different metaverses. I own different characters that people have to rent out to play the character in the game, little assets. I own different roads in race car games. Every time people play on it, I get a little bit of revenue stream. If somebody wants to put a billboard up on our racetrack, we get revenue from the billboard. There's all these different great things, but because of regulation and because of the scams in the space, they're listing some projects with utility can get the project in trouble, and I don't want to see anybody get in trouble listing things a certain way. So we'll do our best to help you with that. If you don't have an attorney, we do have a good attorney on hand that will be willing to work with you. They do have different rates for different projects depending on how in depth the project is. But we got some really good team members right now. We have 9 developers working on things, and hopefully grow a little bit over the next few years. I don't know where we're going to go next, but really excited.
That was going to be my next question. Let's go dream scenario. Who was your dream? What's your dream partnership? Your dream eyes on you. What's that look like?
Oh man, I don't want any eyes on me anymore.
I'm not like the company. I mean, like not you, but I'm not like, I'm at like the marketplace and the valid. Like, what do you want those on? Like, that's the beauty about blockchain technology, right? Like, we can be as involved in it as we want to be, or we can be like as anonymous as we want to be too. I really like that. But I appreciate that you're putting yourself out there and putting yourself in front of people so that they can understand the rhyme and the reason behind the projects and the products that you're creating. For me, that sense of personability with someone is like a very important aspect to me too. I want to know, like, really at the end of the day, like if I'm participating in this project, is it for benevolent, is it going to be doing benevolent things? And so often there's so many projects out there that are just garbage, and there's so much out there, and like you said, in the form of corruption and things, and like being able to flip that on its head, and even if it's just in small pockets throughout the world, like flipping that on its head and giving like little pockets of decentralization everywhere, giving people little islands to hop from. I don't know where I was going with that one, but anyway.
Well, I'm sure we're all trying to have our islands to hop from. So
yeah, but yeah. So okay, dream spot. Dream partnership. Tell us about that. Throw it out.
Oh goodness, dream partnership. Yeah. Well, so in all reality, I wanted to be fully anonymous when doing all this, just because you see what happens in the space over time, and you see the way that all the white hats and the banking people really try to crush anything that's good that they don't have control over. So, I feel like safety is put on the line for, us and our team, being transparent to that degree. I mean, look what happened with the Ripple lawsuit and those things going on, and many of these other people that were, building other things, and they get shut down or shut up somehow. So my dream partnership for just seeing all this is really just seeing the success of it launching, helping people build in the background, and slowly but surely, because we have AI that's operating a lot of things in the background, and the AI doesn't get to make its decisions on its own. It only offers, a best logical decision to our members. So our 100 members are able to vote. They vote on certain tasks that the AI recommends, and then that helps drive and develop the ecosystem. So after a short time, I'm able to really walk away and not be part of the project. So really, I would love to see that. I just wanted to build something self-sustaining. So as the partnerships come, I just want to be one of the people that maybe vote on in the background. I did buy 3 of the NFTs. I did not take any money off the top for myself of the project. I'm not, like, as money is made, I don't make a percentage and keep that for myself. I wanted to create an ecosystem that was not a pyramid scheme, but more of a figure 8, like infinity. We can continue to make, and we can all continue to grow together. So I didn't want to have an edge over anybody. That wasn't my goal. So really for me, the best partnership would be no more, to really step away and let this thing be its own little creature that lives and breathes and grows, and that is directed some by the community. And more of the voting will start within the first year. So after that first year, as things go, of course, me doing some talks like this and creating other partnerships and bringing people on board, I don't really have anybody really too particular in mind. The few people that I do met that have helped develop the 100 stelliforms, the meditative 3D objects, I believe that there's an actual total of 5,000 stelliforms that were created, but they're only listing the 100 for sale with us. And again, we gave them a utility by being our membership NFTs. Everything that these guys are building is all about raising human consciousness and lifting people up and just bringing more love back to the world. That's really all that matters to me about the whole project. The money, if it was about money, I would take more money. The flow of the money all goes back to everybody in the ecosystem. There are small percentages which will be listed in our membership section. I can show some of it to the general public, which will be coming out in the next week. And there's like 5% that gets put away in the contract for legal fees in case something does pop up. Then there'll always be a little pool of money to handle different legal matters. There is none of it from our escrow goes to the team. We do operate a validator node. Maybe we could check that out real quick, because that's one other thing that we do out of the 20 things that we do.
Here we go.
So yeah, Lindsay has that pulled up there.
You're going to go to... Yeah, there we go.
Go ahead.
There
we go. Yeah. Boom. All right. This is the name of our validator. It's Rize Earnwise. The idea behind Earnwise is we are a validator that pays back our delegators. Not just for, hey, you delegate with us, you earn your staking returns, but if you come back on to our site and you learn with us, we take the fees that we earn from you, because every validator earns fees. If you scroll back up a little bit, so all the way to the top again, right there by your cursor, it says, oh, that's my cursor. Oh, that's your cursor. It says commission 5%.
Commission 5%.
In the middle there. So we collect 5% commission from everybody. That's pretty standard for most. There's a few other people that they like to put smaller commissions on, and they like to suck you into their ecosystem. Hey, only 1% or 0.5% or XYZ. And like, yes, there's some benefit to it, but right now, the staking APY on Coreum is like 30-something%. So a 1% here, a 2% there, it's not going to hurt anybody anymore, besides validators that are just validating just for staking purposes. We wanted to do something more than that and really give back. So we take that 5% of the commissions earned. We take a small portion of it to handle operations on our validator, which is 30%. 30% goes to the maintenance of our validator, and then 20 or 25% goes to the team. That's where we make our money for just operating and handling everything else, which is probably lower than anybody else I know in the ecosystem. And even at 5%, where it says voting power on the left, really next to the big green 0.39, about in the middle. Oh, you're good.
0.39. There we go.
Yeah. So the number right next to that, the 564,000, that's how many tokens are delegated to us right now out of the total supply that is being delegated.
Nice.
At that rate of 5%, we're still operating at a 50% loss on our ecosystem. So we would need at least 1 million tokens, a little bit more than 1 million, to just operate at a level that was paying the fees. So it is what it is. We're operating like that. I just wanted to really have that transparency for some people, because they think, oh, you're making all this money because you're in this space. Oh, you're taking 30%. Like, no, sorry, we're still operating at a loss for you. Like, with validators are supporting the community by confirming transactions on the blockchain. By confirming transaction on the blockchain, Coreum, the blockchain itself, rewards us with Coreum, and then we give you back 95% of that, and we keep 5% for running the infrastructure. Then again, we send some of that to keep as maintenance, to pay for the maintenance of the validator, some for the team, and the rest goes back to you guys again, which goes, if you come onto our site and you listen to some podcasts and you're learning and you're earning, some of it will be little giveaways. What we're going to do with the part of that 5% is buy some of our Rize token and then give it back to people that are doing good things in our ecosystem. Hey, we also have I forgot about it, but we have a blog section also. So maybe you write a good blog, and yeah, you won't be able to see it on the site just yet. I didn't put it live, but it just, you come onto our site and you write a good blog, or you're leaving some good comments on there. All of that is being seen because all of it's all on the chain. So we can see what's going on. We could see what's doing. And then if we hear good feedback from it, we hear these other things, we're seeing that, like, there's a good chance that you're going to be rewarded for the good things you do. And regardless, you're still going to be rewarded. That's our whole ecosystem, because it's all about developing each other, incentivized development. Most people don't want to do things for free this day. And that's also why we wanted to be in this space, because we see a lot of that are trying to bring ahead, and universal basic income, which you might have to do some things to get, which you might not want to do right now, but you feel so stressed out because it's so hard to get work, because there's so many other AIs and robots that are handling your jobs now, that you might have to take universal basic income. But maybe you might have to do 2 or 3 things that the powers that be want you to do to receive that universal basic income, so you feel like you're in a lost place. We wanted to give people a space to come and not have to rely on that, and not have to rely on those things, and only do things that lift you up. If you don't want to be lifted up, then don't come to our site. We want people that want to develop themselves. We want to be around people that raise their vibration and really live with their heart, or at least their very logical mind that shows we can do things a lot different, a lot better in this world. But that's what our validator is about. Our validator is not a big profit scheme. As the validator makes more money, and as you delegate more of your Coreum to Rize Earnwise, you're only supporting yourself more. It's not supporting us. It's not making us millions of dollars. It's just making things work for everybody else, and just trying to make the world a better place. So
yeah, I honestly, when you look at when you're looking for a validator and you're looking across the spreads, thank you for sharing and enlightening some of those underlying things that we might not have known about unless you're a validator going through the process and setting up these things. So thank you for explaining a little bit more of that. And when you're looking, those of you who are out there looking for a validator on Coreum, this is what you want to see. You want to see transparency. And I believe that 5% is more than fair. It's more than fair for both sides. So, I understand when people are like, well, the team takes 5%. Okay, well, there's a lot that goes on in the back end to even set up that stuff. And so without mutual compensation for something, and it's not like you're getting to give, or I don't want to put that out there because I don't want to say the wrong thing, because you have to be so careful about what you say and how you say it with the nature of materials that we're working with these days, let's say. So I'll just stop there before I say something stupid, but I see the opportunity.
Well, nothing you're going to say is stupid, because for one, you're not a validator. You don't have all of the ins and outs of what's going on. That's why I wanted to feed some of that to you also, to see, like, you're not saying any of the wrong things. It's definitely not. But some validators are here just for the money. If you actually go ahead and you click, let me go back to your screen here. I was click the little heads again on the left side of the screen. I'll give you all the validators. Click the arrows next to voting power. In the middle there, yep.
Up.
And then click it one more time. There it goes. And then so you can see one more time. There it goes. So like you could see, zoom back out a little bit. Scroll to the right just a little bit. So you can see the percentages right here, what they take as commissions in the third column.
My bad.
You got 5%, 1%, 5%. See, like some people are going at very low numbers, but you have centralized exchanges, that are holding your funds or putting less delegations in place. So they're not holding your funds. So let me rephrase that. They are taking less amounts because some people are 10%, 20%. And then you can see the names of who are operating like that. Like why do you need 20% to operate? Like you can kind of see where some where some people's heads are at. 5% I've seen across the board has been, like you said a moment ago, a very good number. So you can always do the research, come back and look yourself, and then you can click on any one of the validators and you can see what they're doing. For me, I know that there are about 6 community validators, maybe 8 community validators on Coreum. Community validators are people like me that are just a regular guy with some passion that wanted to build something and wanted to help decentralize the network. Coreum does have centralized voting power right now between about 3 validators, and I spoke with some of their lead developers, and they are working on dispersing some of the voting power a little bit. If we click the validator heads one more time, and then you click the voting power again, it'll one more time. So see, it says 12% next to voting power, 12 and 11%.
Mm-hmm.
That's 30, almost 36% voting power just between 3 validators. And that's not something that you really want to see, because also Coreum only has 32 active validators. So you like to see the power distributed a little bit more, because what if, Cosmos Station and BitTrue come together and they're talking in the background, and that's 24% voting power that could really do something good or bad to the ecosystem.
Yeah.
So I know that Coreum is working on that. I hope to see an announcement today. I was told possibly today, but sometime this week, because Coreum themselves as a blockchain and company did disperse some delegations to individuals that were helping promote Coreum, grow Coreum, do those different things to really, displace the good things that they're doing. It's the name of the game when it comes to this. But I think that they over delegated to some people. So I believe that they're working on moving some of those around, and then hopefully really supporting some companies like ours that are really been here since day one, building for the community. I'm not trying to boast about anything that we've been building, because we're definitely babies in this space, but as much stuff that we have built for this space that is being released over this entire next month has been more than I've seen from anybody else. We're not just listing an NFT. We're really bringing in adoption. I have a really big press release coming out this week. I was going to launch it last week before I got on with you, but I wanted to make sure a few other little loose ends were put together. Could have did it, but I kind of wanted to at least launch one set of NFTs with us first. I thought about launching our NFTs first, like, Rize members, they're up there first, they're doing this. But, after really talking with some of the other community members that want to launch with us, some of their passion for us to just see us grow has been really great. They're just like, wow, I'm so stoked. We're going to be the first ones on Coin. We're going to be this. And then just seeing all of that, like, happiness and joy about being part of our project and doing that was why I'm letting somebody else launch first instead of us even. I have been selling the membership NFTs privately, because I can't advertise them legally in any type of way. That's why they're memberships. Like, you can't always know the perks of all your memberships. You can't advertise it to the general public without it being considered a security. So I'm just not going to say anything about it. And there's going to be some trust in there. People are like, well, that's $2,000. How am I going to trust into doing that? It's like, well, I guess you'll see over time, and you'll see what people are doing. But like I said, we've sold 30 of those already. We're doing that. Got the validator running. We're a transparent company where we've been all vetted. We all have our link tos on our white paper. All that's coming through. What was the other thing? I feel like I'm forgetting one other thing that we're doing. And yeah, I am. I'm going to let's see if I can figure this out one more time. Share a screen with you.
Okay.
Share a screen. Brave tab. Rize. Share. I think I did it.
Hey, there we go.
Okay. So this is another one of our pages, and nobody else. I'm going to say this confidently, and I hope it smacks me in the butt, but I'm pretty sure I'm confident about this. I don't think anybody else in the entire blockchain space, from Bitcoin to Tron or any of them, has this feature. So if you decide to come on and stake with Rize Earn Wise and believe in some of the things that we're doing, if you want to know more, I'd be happy to jump on Discord with you or Twitter and hash some things out. If you want to take another call, I'd be willing to jump on that with you. So here's what we have, which is pretty cool. We have a bunch of different wallets that you can connect to our validator with. This other wallet will be for MetaMask, I believe. It can probably be for you might click it and it might have 3 or 4 other wallets, because MetaMask is coming out with a Cosmos section on a wallet. So that's pretty cool for a lot of people. A lot of people hate having 10 wallets. Truthfully, I like having 20 wallets because I feel it's safer. It might be a little bit more annoying at times, but at least you have the safety of not having all of your money behind one seed phrase, because anything can happen to your seed. So I'd say be safer, use a couple seed phrases. Yeah, move your money around.
Yep. Sorry. So I apologize for interrupting you there. I just wanted to make sure that people really understand that when you're creating a wallet, you're getting that seed phrase with that wallet. And in MetaMask, when you're creating an account in the same wallet, you're only creating accounts within the same wallet. You're not getting the protection for your individual wallet with the seed phrase. So I felt like I just needed to make sure people understood that too.
Yeah. So can you see my my Kepler button at the top here?
No.
Okay, so that's not on the screen. Let me see if I could add that to the screen here. Preset. I'm gonna remove that real quick. Pop this back on. Share screen. Window. Oh, let's see if it wants to act crazy this time.
There we go.
No.
Becca, sneak peek at the screen room.
Yeah, I don't know how to do anything else, but every time I click on something besides the tab, it wants to give me, it wants to do that where it shows everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it won't show my little wallet connect at the top, but there's a way that I like the Kepler wallet. Maybe you can pull it up on. Do you have Kepler on your device or no?
No, I don't. This is a new computer too.
So a couple of the wallets are different. For this wallet here, Kepler, whenever you add a new account, you always use a new seed phrase. When you use a wallet like Leap is more like MetaMask. If you click add account, it will give you maybe 10 different blockchain addresses that are under the same seed phrase. Some people are okay with that. I am not as okay with that. I'd rather have each of my accounts under different seed phrases, which I feel is safer. So again, let me get back to this before we get into too much other stuff here. But so here is our validator staking page. Sure, a couple other companies have this, but not like us. I'm going to go ahead and hit that wallet connect button. That's going to give me a little pop-up. And then I'm connected. So it'll show that you're connected here. And then I scroll on up. And then you should see that already staked, we have 57,000 Coreum staked, and then available tokens are 4. You can go ahead and, if you have some tokens, you can say, I'm going to go ahead and stake 3 tokens. You hit confirm, because I have 4 available, so I'll stake 1. I'm going to hit approve. I don't know if you could see my pop-up box, but there's a little box that pops up on your screen, and then it lets you confirm. And there it goes. It lets you know staking successful.
Nice.
And there it goes. Now it's funny. It says I have 6 tokens now, even though I just staked 3 tokens. Why? Because it will automatically claim some of your rewards if you had them, and then it'll throw them back into your available balance. So,
Nice.
so that's a pretty standard feature. But what's really cool is this. This is what no one else has. This is our auto compound feature. This says approve the feature. Approve this feature to automatically compound different. Well, that's wrote wrong, so I got to fix that. Excuse me. Different amounts of your rewards. This automation technique allows you to maximize your rewards and have some ready to use. So there's another company called Restake that does something like this. There's only one problem with it. I like to take profits, and I believe that we all should. That's the name of the game here. It's not just let me have a big bag of digital currency and that just keeps on growing and I don't do anything with it, right? I want to take something out. I want to pay my phone bill maybe. Maybe I'm at the grocery store and I have my crypto wallet attached to my debit card and I want to buy some groceries. Maybe I did really good and I'm going to buy a new car or I'm going to buy my dad's house for him. Who knows what can happen? I've seen it all and I've been part of some of all of those. But Enable Restake on our site doesn't just let you compound your full 100% of rewards. So as rewards accumulate right here, every 30 minutes, if you enable Restake, it gives us an authorization to take your claimed rewards and restake them for you. You can choose anywhere between, it won't let me slide this slider because I'm already enabled. I'm going to go ahead and cancel my Restake real quick just so I could show you this in full.
This is the next level. This is intense.
Yeah, this is a little bit heady, but I'm sure we'll get it figured out here.
I mean, so good. And I meant like in a really, really good way. I mean, I get it. It's good.
So yeah, so now you can go from, say, for me, I like so this account right here with the 57,000 tokens, this is our escrow account. This is the NFTs that have sold already. This is the Coreum that's in there. And then as it grows, then this will be bigger and bigger and bigger, of course. That's the idea behind it. We take 40% of all of the rewards that we earn and we recompound them back into our main bag here. So if we earn 100 Coreum tokens today, we take 40 of those and they get recompounded back in. For me, I don't want to have to go back in and do that manually. So I'm going to enable something called auto compounding Restake. So I'm going to slide this over to 40%. I'm not using a mouse. I'm using a finger pad. And you know how those can kind of get annoying. I got to get that right on 40%. Maybe I'll get it tomorrow. Okay, there we go. So I'm on 40%. I'm actually going to have him add a little tiny number in here. I like to see it say 40% after the fact. So I'm just making that mental note, but I'm always trying to make things a little bit more user-friendly. I might even have him add a little place where you can maybe scroll your mouse up there. You can click the number and type it and it'll go there for you.
Yeah, that would be really user friendly because I am a numbers person too. When I see it, when it went from 39 to 41, I was getting a little bit of agita. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, like, what is going on here? I understand. Thank you for feeling my pain. So right now we're on, I'm waiting on the snip tool to leave there. Okay, so right now we're on 40%, as you can see. So what that is going to do is every 30 minutes, if it's 1, 2, a half of 1, it's going to claim those rewards. And here's the next cool part. right here. Can you read that at the bottom?
Oh,
It
I
says,
almost.
Rize pays the fees. So if you use our restake feature, you no longer pay your gas fees. We pay your gas fees for you. And yeah, so what we're doing is we're compounding 40%. So as we earn every 30 minutes, it's going to take 40% of the earnings and it's going to throw them right back into our staked bag. And then we're going to have a bag right here that's going to be available tokens, and this is going to continue to grow. So both of our bags continue to grow. That means because this is an escrow wallet, it's going to be a little bit different. But because it's if it was my personal wallet, then whatever my available tokens were, these would be the tokens that I use to go to the grocery store, that I use to buy a new phone, buy a house for my dad, whatever. That'll be my bag that continually is ready to sell and use for the next part, whatever that next part is. And then this will be my stake bag. I call these my rental property. As this grows and gets bigger, that will be your rental property also. Hey, why is it a rental property? Because you earn passive income from this property that you own, and that passive income is what pays your bills. And then you invest some of the money by auto compounding it back into your property, which increases the value of your property. And then you earn more from your rental income because you could charge more from your rental income. I try to use that as an analogy. I hope that helped explain some staking. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enable restake. And again, I don't know if you could see the pop-up or not. It only costs less than 1 penny to enable the feature. And then there it goes. Restaking enabled successfully. You won't be able to, if I try to hit this button, claim, it won't let me. It'll say auto restaking enabled. If you press it 10 times, guess what? It's going to say it 10 times that you can't do anything. If the only way that you can manually claim some of these, if you want, for whatever reason, like, hey, I don't want to have to cancel restake and start over again. If you have 100 tokens up here, and because it does it every 30 minutes, say you come in at 29 minutes and there's 50 tokens there, and you're like, crap, I need those 50 to buy something. Then all you got to do is go ahead and say, I'm going to stake 1, or say even 0.5 token. I'm going to stake 0.5 token. If I stake 0.5 token, it'll take you to the confirm page. I'm going to cancel this, but it would take you to the confirm page. It would claim these rewards for you, and then it would only stake a half of a token, and then you'd have 56 tokens now because it auto claims it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that was a lot, but I hope that was understood.
No, I mean,
go ahead.
No, I'm so sorry.
No, it's great. I'm glad that there's excitement on both ends here. But we're the only place I know that has a feature like that. There's already been 3 validators from Coreum that have reached out to me on Twitter after I put that tweet up, and they're like, wait, what is it you're doing? What's going on? Like, how do you do this? My next goal is to add a feature for projects. They can come on. They pay a small one-time fee to us. Guess where that money goes? Not to my pocket, but to the company's escrow, which funds the whole project, which feeds the entire ecosystem. They're going to be able to take those, say they have 10 wallets, because money needs to go to devs, money needs to go to team, money needs to go to this part. They'll be able to allocate their percentages right to their project from their wallet, rather than manual transactions stink, and smart contracts are expensive. I believe that smart contract cost me about $5,000 just to build out that little feature. So it's not cheap. And I'd like to be able to support smaller projects that want to be able to use a contract and help grow their project and not have to feel so stressed out. Like, I hate having to go in every week and manually send out an airdrop to people. So we're working on some things like that to help other people do what a lot of NFT projects are doing. They're called drips. They offer you a percentage monthly or something that does it. But right now, that's still a manual process. I personally don't want my hands on any of the money, because then I know that the finger is never going to be pointed at me, right? The contracts are built, they'll be open source. You can, if you understand GitHub or you have a developer, they can go on and see the contract and then see that everything happens from point A to point B or point C, all through automation. And that takes corruption out of the play. That lets you know that you have another safety net for your assets and for your project. So yeah, we really hope to bring some cool features on. I really wish I could show you more of the customizable profiles. This is the last thing I got about the project, and it'll just be a quick spiel on it. But you remember the old MySpace?
Oh man,
Okay.
I've met my coding self that day.
Yeah. So we wanted to bring that back just a little bit. We wanted to bring back the ability to customize your space. Like all these NFT projects, it's like you go on, it's the standard. You see a bunch of squares and a bunch of images, and maybe you press a filter and it says this. On our page, it'll be like, the goal is to have it more like a Canva style, where you can have maybe one NFT right here, and then next to it you have a blog talking about this NFT that you like, and that's on your page. And then you scroll down a little bit, and then maybe you like our pyramid feature. We have this feature that's a pyramid, and the NFTs rotate 360. They're in little cubes, and then all your NFTs that you own are within this pyramid. You could zoom in on it. You could click one. If you take your mouse further over, it spins it faster. We have another one that looks like DNA floating across the screen. We have one that's a big sphere. So different ways to showcase your assets. Maybe you really love this one NFT. You don't want to sell it for cheap, but you want to advertise it a little better. So maybe I want this one to be this big on my screen, almost my whole screen. And then it has a really cool looking title above it. Maybe the words are arched a little bit. And then maybe as soon as they hover their mouse over it, the NFT flips over, and then it gives you all the data on the back of it. Yeah, we have a bunch of really cool features. And then we have music, an equalizer to really make sure that you're getting some of the the music with this NFT, or maybe it's just a music NFT, or maybe you want to add music to the NFT, or a collection. Each collection can have their own music. What else? Holy moly. Yeah, we have quite a few features that won't be MySpace style coding. I'm sure some of the younger kids listening are like, what's MySpace? We're definitely 80s babies, I'm sure. So it's like, that was just a good thing, but it was like, okay, this is just showing my life. Now it's like, hey, you kind of have your own business now. This is like your web page. You can, if you contact us and we approve your website, you can list your website on our website in your profile section, another form of advertisement. So it becomes sort of like your own web page, not just your profile. And you can list all of your NFTs for sale in certain ways, or just showcase them in certain ways. And yeah, there's a couple other cool features that go into that, but pretty stoked to see some of that released. We are going, once our initial launch happens with that, we are going to be offering 10 for free, 10 customizable profiles. Our profiles are a paid feature. All of that money goes where? Right to the escrow. Same thing. Everything goes back to the program. But we're going to be giving away 10 for free. You can buy features all art, or hey, maybe I just want music, or I want whatever it is. You can buy one feature at a time, or you can do a few features. Only a few of the features, like the DNA rotating and the pyramid, and a few of those are in like the $20 range. Everything else is a couple dollars, like $1, $2. Very simple, but something that if some people want to showcase and build a site out, and as things grow, they'll grow. And again, we're giving away 10 for free. I'll probably do some sort of Twitter launch soon enough. I don't want to do it too soon. Figured I'd at least just talk about it though, because then I want to make sure that we're fully that it's fully launchable and everybody can at least get a little something. Even if it's maybe just 2 or 3 parts of the customization, you'll get that for free. But anything that we launch on the customization, if I give you that free profile, that'll be free for yours for life. if we add a new feature, you'll get that new feature. We might end up doing some more down the road for free, but for now, I thought 10 would be a pretty good number. Our Rize NFT membership, our membership NFTs, we will include some of those features on ours to let people see some of those. You'll also be able to tell on an NFT or profile, like if this user has a small badge next to it, if they have certain features. So if you want to check them out and see the way that some operate, I'm debating on the cost of it. If I can have a feature available that lets people view what some of the things would look like on their site without actually using it. So I might let them have an editable section. They can edit everything that they want. If they like it, then they can go ahead and pay for it. If they don't like it, it'll still save that feature. And then at least they know, like, okay, when I'm ready to buy it, or if I really want it, then I'll do it. So cool. I'm working on getting something like that integrated. And that's one of the things that's taking the most time. The second thing that's taking the most time is placement of your NFTs. Because most NFTs is like, it's very structured. Like, this is it. The NFT goes here, 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 here. It's like, okay, that's just, it's, we're talking about all this technology in space. We should have some more than that. So we're working on a way to have the NFTs be able to be movable anywhere. We do have an organization feature, which a lot of people have been begging for. Like, how can I move my NFTs around or like pair them together? Like, I buy them and I have all these different lists and they go all over the place. It's like, yeah, now you'll be able to pair all of them together just by grabbing one and shifting it over. Pretty stoked.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to have you back when you can tell us and spill some more beans. But thank you for spilling what you could with us today and all of the teasers, all the really valuable information. And thank you so much for the insight too. We really appreciate it. I have a question from the audience. Sun Moon 4774 wants to know if staking longer, does it increase the percentage?
Staking longer, does it increase the percentage? So yes and no. If you stake with us and you use our restake feature, then yes, your percentage will go higher. If I'm trying to, there is a site, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. If you look at it, it'll tell you, I think it's, sorry, I don't remember it. So there's another teaser for you. Maybe next time I'll remember that site. But if you go on there and you look at the validators, it'll say like, hey, this validator offers, you get 30% or 25% or 20%. If certain validators offer restake features, because it's compounding your returns, yes, your interest rate will technically be higher because you're compounding more, right? So we offer every 30-minute compounding. If you're only doing 10% of your compounding rewards, then only 10% of your staking reward will be higher. But you're still going to be earning more interest regardless, yes. But longer in terms, no, it's not like, hey, if I stake for 2 years, am I going to get more? If I stake for 6 months, am I going to get less? No, it's all of that's based on Coreum itself, which there's a standard rate of reward. As more people stake, the reward rate goes down a little bit to stabilize how many rewards go out. But as long as you're using at least part of your funds in a restake feature, then your interest rate will be the highest that it can be for that project. A lot of people want 500% APY or 1,000 or this. Like, a lot of that is unsustainable, as you can see from all the projects that have failed from that. We are offering staking with our token also. If you do lock with us, we are offering 50 or 240% with our token, but most of our tokens being airdropped anyway. The longer lock periods are just saying, hey, this is what we're offering. That rate, that 240% will drop down a little bit as more people stake also. So it's not guaranteed to stay at 250%, just like any one. But because we're not continually going to do that for a long time, like Coreum's doing that forever, we're only going to do that for the amount that our reward pool lasts. That's just to help bring other users in, incentivize it. Coreum needs to stay at reasonable levels because that is how they secure the blockchain. They reward validators for having validations, and they reward the delegators through the validators to help keep the tokens in multiple locations to stay more decentralized. I hope that answered your question.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So we'll have to do another episode. But I encourage everybody to rewatch this one. You're going to find a ton of gems in here. You're going to find, you're going to hear some really good information. So rewatch this. There's more, and we'll have to have you back because I want to keep on top of things. I want to know where you guys are growing, where you're going. And, I don't know. I'm having a hard time formulating my words right now. Probably because there's so much excitement, and it's not just for the project itself, it's for you and what you're building and what you're putting out there. As you know, like what you put out there comes back to you tenfold. And so for you to be able to bring in opportunities to people that may not have those opportunities, you know, to own those NFTs, to actually own a piece of something that could be considered your own business, you know, you can turn those opportunities into passive income. And for you to give people a platform and a sandbox, a playbox to like come in and hang out in a community space where they can communicate with each other. Thank you. So, is there anything else? Oh my gosh, is there anything else that you would like to share?
Probably 100, but I can't.
Okay.
There's definitely some NDAs in place. So I feel like some of those I was really on the edge. So I might be getting a call from somebody if they see this episode.
You can blame it on me. I'm sorry. You can call me Vibrant Nosy.
No, it's all good. And I love to be able to have a nicer background. This is my my office kitchen here. So maybe I'll work on having a few of those features. Like I said, my computer broke earlier this week, and that has been a battle because I had to get all my other information transferred over to here, getting those things done. If there's any other questions from anybody also, I don't know how many people were on your stream or they come back and they check out this video, reach out, you know, reach out on our Discord, reach out on our Twitter, say something. I'll do the best to respond what we're available to respond to. If I don't do it, I have a few other team members clearly that will do their best. Again, some things cannot be talked about just yet till they are released, but we'll do our best to inform you. And we hope to see you there. And I thank you again, Lindsay. It's nice to see you again. I know it's been quite some time. We had met in Vegas a while ago oddly enough at an event that I wasn't supposed to be at. But
we got to meet at the pool party in Las Vegas for the Hex community. And you and Lisa came from Solo Nation, trekked across the desert and found water. Loved it.
Yeah, it was great times. Super stoked that we're able to connect and stay in touch. And I hope that we can do this again and there'll be a little bit more clarity. And if anybody that ends up listening to this on your end, if they don't want to reach out to me for questions, they got a list for her, they want to put them out there, however that works, just we're all about building for the community. We do have a link tree, and there's our Twitty tweets.
Yep.
I am got a few things going on there. We have some Medium. We only have like one Medium article. I've been doing all of that stuff by myself on top of managing all the people. I've tried to get other people on. Maybe if you feel you are a worthwhile client or a worthwhile prospect for a job, I may have some work available for somebody that wants to come on and maybe help out with some posting stuff or some article stuff. Most of it, I've been using a lot of AI to help. At least I give it my ideas, it formats and writes the stuff for me. I go back and I edit it, try to make things a little more streamlined and simple, because again, there's only so much creativity that you can have with that in time constraint wise. I don't want to be the super creative marketer that promotes all this crazy pump and dump stuff. I want to just give you the facts. Here it is, here we are, and give you a product that works and hopefully helps supply some of the needs that you do have. We do have another way to earn some of our Rize tokens. on what is called the Crew 3. It's at the bottom there. If you have any trouble accessing Crew 3 or you have issues with that, you can reach out on our Discord. Yeah, once you connect a wallet, I don't know if you have one available on there, but if you click the X box right there, the X, you can just read the little one more time. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, one more time. There you go. So like join, it says join Discord, Medium, invite Crew 3 friends, Twitter follower, invite to Discord. It gives you a couple little things that you can do. And then once we launch the token and initiate our staking, then we will issue out some of these rewards. So yeah, we have things will keep being added to that to help just grow, get to know the community, and then I'm hoping to release a couple other NFT drops with some utility, a lot cheaper price than our membership NFT, but maybe 10 or 20 bucks, but they'll still have some utility. I don't want to just, I'm not just trying to sell some memorabilia to somebody else to, like I said, make some money, because any NFTs that we sell will go back into feeding our ecosystem. Yeah, so each one of those have little explanations. You can click around, explore the pages, invite one friend to our channel. It's like just all these little things. And as you earn experience points, maybe we have some trophies that could be worth something. Can't really tell you, but there are some cool things coming.
So without telling us, we're just going to go on here and we're going to come to Rize today. We're going to follow you on Twitter. We're going to check out your YouTube. So when you're ready to post up updates, we're live and ready. And we're going to come into the Coreum Validators. Come to Coreum.com/validators. We're going to come up here to the right and click Explore. And then we're going to come to the little people on the left-hand side here and scroll down until we hit Rize, Earn, Wise. And then we're going to come to their website and we're going to check out all of the good things that they have shown us here today.
The Coreum actually does not have my validator website.
I'm just kidding. Don't go there.
So we will have that updated soon enough. If you need, if you are staking Coreum or you want to figure out how to stake with us using our new feature, I'll be releasing that page to use our restake feature this week. If you want to get some early access and just do it, we can reach out to me on Twitter or Discord. My Discord handle is the word Rize, R-I-Z-E, the number sign, and then 0241. That's Rize number 2041. Twitter would be a lot easier if you don't got Discord. Most people have that. Again, we can get you at least start the auto staking for you and get cruising on that. And if you want to stake to our validator anyway, and you use a wallet, our validator is available in those wallets. You just have to search for our name in the wallet, and then that will be available. That won't give you the restake feature. If you want the restake feature a week early, just hit me up. I'll send you the site. You connect your wallet to the site. You go ahead and connect, and you'll be compounding restakes and having a little bag of goodies on the side ready to spend when you're ready.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Well, can I unpack enough of that?
Okay. Thank you for your enthusiasm, and thank you for just be willing to open your doors. This is not even the first stream that I've watched of yours that I'm actually part of. I learned about you from our mutual friend Lisa, and I just have so many other things going on. I haven't had time to be part of it, but I really enjoy your energy and the structure that you've built and the professionalism. And I thank you for all you do for the space.
Oh, thank you so much. Those are such kind words. I appreciate, and likewise to you as well. It's been utmost pleasure. I'm super excited to keep up with what you guys are doing, because for me, quality speaks. And the level of attention and care for detail that you give really is something that I want to pay attention to. And I really enjoy drawing other people's attention to things of quality. So that's where we're coming together here. It's all about interoperability. It's all about celebrating celebrating community over competition in a way where you're uniting to build, not conquer and divide. And we're coming out of these ways. We're coming out of corruption. We're going into places where it'll be harder to hide. So, for you guys to even come out and show your face a little bit and be transparent so that others can feel comfortable with that. That's, for you to sacrifice your own safety in a way, in a very real way for you, real life, for you to do that to appease the comfort of others is that's, I don't think that people understand like what a big deal that is. So anyway.
Yeah.
Fun.
I
All right.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming. We could probably chat about this for hours because I know that there's when there's excitement in the air, the energy just will flow forever. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I can't wait to have you come back on again. And thank you everyone that tuned in today. Core Marshall, Sun Moon 4774, Vibra Finance CEO. Thank you for being here. Tin Top, good to see you as always. Mobius, thank you. Good to see you. Guys, that's all we have for today. So we're going to part ways here, but we'll be back with a follow-up episode for absolute sure so that Mark can walk you through what's new and what's updated and all of the good things. So until now, I can't even get that out in English. So until then, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Aloha. All right.